So one of the key things as a manufacturer and as everyone is aware is the structure that we test to. So we are sitting in our Newcastle office here in our testing and new product development area. So you can probably see our test tower in the background. One thing that's clear and what we need to do is what the rigid structure shall be constructed and what it can take.
Yeah, so the test methodology for 5532 has changed significantly. There are more tests that need to be conducted by a manufacturer to verify the performance of an anchor, and the first 2 tests are actually performed on the rigid structure themselves. So a rigid structure is defined as something that can take 20 kilonewtons of force in the direction of load without a deflection of greater than 1 millimeter.
Yep.
So it is a very rigid structure. You can see ours here. That's what we use.
So I guess the reason behind this is we're trying to make sure that there is no load or force taken up by the structure and the movement of the structure. Is that correct?
Yeah, so as we'll go into in how the test methods work, the first dynamic test we perform records how the anchor performs during a dynamic test. And what we want to do is avoid the structure from contaminating that result.
Okay, yep, makes complete sense. Roof structure.
So the roof structure has been defined as what the anchor is installed on. It's just a term. It doesn't actually necessarily mean a roof, for example.
Yeah, okay.
There's an example here of a concrete structure. Now, I'm not saying concrete can't be a roof structure, but it's not the typical one. This is used for the function tests. And this is where we verify that the anchor is suitable for use on that specific structure. This has been dramatically expanded from the previous standard. So the previous standard wasn't quite explicit, but it inferred that the roof structure should be made of 3 pieces of roof sheeting and 2 purlin spaces. Now we have left that up to the manufacturer, because this is an area that we had issues where if you had small roof sheets or very large purlin spaces, you may not be able to hold that 15 kilonewton static load on your structure. Whereas if you had more than those 2 structures or more than those 3 sheets, you may be able to hold 15 kilonewtons fine. So this is just a clarification to say you're allowed to build a roof as big as you need to pass the test, but that needs to be declared in the instruction.
Yep, so the parameters need to be outlined in the instructions when moving forward. Okay, that's really good. So moving forward,